Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Hi everyone, I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Houston Rockets. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Orlando Magic.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Pippen, Beast out there with Michael Jordan, and it's Anthony, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5. And for Seattle, Rivers out there with Ellis. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Artest, and it's Barnes in at the power forward. So the Sonics win the tip. RJ, kind of a lopsided matchup tonight in some regards, but everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah, let's not forget, this is the NBA. Anything can happen, and even lower-ranked teams are elite. We could still have a real contest on our hands tonight.
Here's Jordan, following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Back to Jordan. Portland moving the ball around. Here's the Beast. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Artest. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pippen kicks to Jordan. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Wembanyama passes to Anthony. Great D that time from Artest. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I did speak with the Supersonics head coach, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. Rivers passes to Barnes. Artest with the screen on Anthony. On the wing, Barnes. Covered by Anthony. Barnes kicks to Cousins. Shot clock at 5. Seattle missing again.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Wasted no time on that one.
Well, Jordan's jumper is just pure, especially at that range.
Rivers surveying the D. Artest the pass to Ellis. Now here's Rivers, guarded closely. Into the lane, and stolen by Wembanyama. Jordan against Ellis. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Barnes finds Rivers. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Barnes passes to Rivers. Just 5 on the clock. Screen by Cousins. And the 3 off target.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
And Barnes sends it back. Anthony kicks to Jordan. Here's Wembanyama for 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Ellis, the pass to Cousins. And the jam by DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, the dynamic finish by Cousins. Not a freak athlete, but he's a gamer for sure.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's the Beast. Hasn't made one yet. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Trailblazers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. They get it back. Anthony Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, great job by Anthony keeping his balance, not allowing the contact to stop him from scoring.
To the paint. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Seattle shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Well, for his position, DeMarcus Cousins has a great build, capable of being a physical big man, but also pretty agile for his size and able to adapt to his opponent.
And Cousins drops them both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Jordan against Ellis. Jordan passes to Carmelo. It's stolen by Anthony. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Stolen by Artest. And pushing it up. Here's Seattle. On the wing, Barnes. Guarded by Pippen. Rivers passes to Cousins. Buries it down low. Cousins has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Here's Wembanyama.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Here's Rivers. Still yet to score. Pass to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Portland trailing here. Here's the Beast. 33 points last game. Wembanyama passes to Jordan. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Jordan against Rivers. To the middle. Here's Cousins. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. And that's 12 points here for Cousins.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Wembanyama finds Jordan. Wembanyama sets a screen for Jordan. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of near ugly, but it's getting there.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Here's Rivers after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And the Beast pulls it down. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pippen outside. A 3. Seattle grabs the miss. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
And Portland has possession after the basket by Seattle.
Tremendous defense there from Barnes. That's 7. Two wingspan coming in handy.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Doc Rivers.
A free throw drops for Rivers. And Greg, here we are, not yet halfway into the season. For players, has the wear and tear already set in?
It can. Sometimes it's the accumulation by the end of a season, but other times it's just a challenging stretch that can leave you reeling.
Johnson, he's checked in for Ron Artest. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Agile move there by Kukoc against the contact, navigating the defense to find that finish.
Portland shooting their first free throw of the evening. The free throw off from Kukoc. Siena leading by 3. Ellis with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And that time, the screener rolls, and Jordan has room to get the shot he wants, makes a good decision to keep that one himself.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Supersonics. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. The Beasts got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kukoc pass to the Beast. And it's Rivers with the rebound. For Seattle, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Count it from 12. And the Sonics lead by 5.
Now you see the toughness and the competitiveness of Doc Rivers, always looking for the most opportunistic play.
Now, here's Rodman.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
For Seattle, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Here's Barnes. Last game he had 34 points. Pass to Cousins. Barnes outside. Clock is at 3. Over Kukoc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
Johnson dishes to Rivers. Barnes outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Barnes, an all-around threat, a good scorer.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult,
the previous play is under review.
So fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonder.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
By being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Seattle making a change here. Williams is checked in. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. Number 1, the Trailblazers.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they did a great job of finding the open man and working for great looks. Really just an unselfish group.
And the first one at the line is good. That one is no good. Trailblazers trail by 4. Kukoc pass to Greer. Stolen by Rivers. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. Barnes kicks to Cousins. A second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. Cousins has got 14.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Greer. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game, and good that time.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Kukoc pass to Jordan. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Pass to Johnson. Hot loose and stolen by Jordan. And stolen by Barnes. Cousins, the pass to Johnson. A shake. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Jordan. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
Yeah, just forcing the issue offensively. The great thing about Jordan, he does it while staying under control. And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 13 points a game last season. 7. Rebounds and 4 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities about 1,000%.
A different look now for Portland. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Wallace. And Pippen subbed in for Jordan.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Here's Greer. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. 13 feet away. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Now Rivers. Pass to Sampson. And here is Johnson. Rodman covering. The jump hook. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Greer. The 3-ball. Knocks down the 3-ball. Greer's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Sampson. Back to Rivers. And the rejection by Wembanyama. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Rodman. Nice D from Williams. Rivers in the corner. Back to Johnson. Pass to Rivers. Nobody near Williams. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Sonics lead by 4.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Wait, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Johnson is out there with Jalen Williams. It's Rivers, and it's Sampson, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group for Seattle starting the second. Now here's Rivers. Back to Johnson. With the floater. The kick out to Williams. Pocket 2. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Williams has got the lead up to 7 now for the Sonics.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Wembanyama, a screen on Rivers. Victor Wembanyama.
The problem with Wemby is how do you guard someone that doesn't have to jump to dunk?
Williams looking over the floor. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Sonics leading by 5. To the inside. Johnson down low. Defended by Wembanyama.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here's Kukoc. His last outing, he had 8 points. Stolen by Rivers. Down low. Shot by Johnson, no good. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Pippen. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
For Seattle, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Rivers. Chalk up 2 there. Rivers has got 5 points so far.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Outside, Kukoc. Wembanyama outside. Kukoc pass to Wembanyama. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Play on the clock from about 19 feet. It's hauled in by the Sonics. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Now here's Kukoc. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Here's Pippen. Wembanyama, outside. From 18 feet away, hits the front of the rim and out. Seattle leading by 5. Pass to Bridgman. Out to the wing. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense by Rodman. Kukoc pass to Greer. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Back to Kukoc. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Larry Johnson. The Supersonics have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Wembanyama. An easy 2 points on the layup. Wembanyama has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
And the first time out of the game called for Seattle. Teams will make substitutions. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top three-point shooters. Second, Carmelo Anthony. And, of course, Michael Jordan.
What shooting we saw from them all season. I mean, I'd love to see these guys in a game of course. They'd probably be draining shots from midcourt.
Williams against Harper. Williams kicks to Rivers. Floats it up for Williams. Taken away by Anthony. Greer passes to Jordan. Wembanyama, right side. Here's Greer. He's guarded by Rivers. Rocket 6. That ties it up. Anthony's got 9.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Now here's Williams. He has 6, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Wembanyama. Love the confidence from Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Now here's Rivers. He's tightly guarded. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Ellis is checked in for Seattle.
Position for your Supersonics. Number 3, Dale Ellis.
Now here's Rivers. He's got 5. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Greer. Pass to Jordan. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Supersonics. Here's Artest. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Too easy for Wembanyama. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Cousins, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Anthony's shot is off. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Rivers. Now here's Cousins. No good. Shot missing. Good defense by Wembanyama. Driving the lane. Harper, no good. And Seattle shooting under 40% all in all for the game. And here is Johnson. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Here's Cousins. Kicks it out to Johnson. 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And the basket by Johnson. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Here's Jordan. Out to Anthony. Lets it go from deep. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation.
Seattle calls timeout. For the Sonics, Evan Williams is checked in for Johnson, and Freeze subbed in for Doc Rivers. Here is Williams. 8 points for him. Ball's knocked loose. Here's the Beast. And it's in there. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, having an easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Free. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Cousins with the bucket.
And very solid three-point shooter for a big man. Part of what makes Cousins so dangerous at that end of the floor.
Here's the beast, and he drives in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Outside Williams. Ellis with a screen on him. And they call an illegal screen here.
And now we get a chance to check out Carmelo Anthony. Coming off a terrific season and second overall in three-point percentage. He was nearly automatic from long range.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him. And you can't even really contain him.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Seattle has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Pass to Cousins. Here's Free. They get a hand on it. And pushing it up. Here's Seattle. Ellis, the pass to Free. Artest on the way. He's guarded by Harper. Open shot. Artest. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. The Beasts got rebound number 5 here tonight. Harper the pass to the Beast. Here's Jordan. It's hauled in by the Sonics.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Inside. Williams dishes to Cousins. Let's see the stat sheet here for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
The first one falls.
And physical as he is. Just about anything.
For the Sonics. Patty Barnes comes in for Jalen Williams. And it's Rivers in for Free. Now here's Jordan. 8 points for him. Looking to get back on track here. Slam dunk by Jordan.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agree, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. Here's Rivers after the Trailblazers pick up 2. The drive by Barnes. No good. Excellent D there from Anthony. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Jordan. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, catching the defender there off balance. Jordan with the great strength to convert through contact. Let's see. What he can do there at the line.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw good, Jordan. Seattle trails by 5. Ellis outside. 1:33 left in the first half of basketball. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Cousins. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. Number 1, the Trailblazers.
Yeah, number 1 in the league in terms of points per game a season ago. They play as a team, just really unselfish in terms of their brand of basketball.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Rodman, he's checked in for Anthony. And Pippen subbed in for the Beast. Here's Rivers. And it's sent back by Wallace.
And this is why Wallace is an elite-level defender, has a great sense of timing for when to rise up and contest shots.
Seattle has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Dennis Rodman. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pippen against Artest. A three.
And this is the type of game you just throw away as a player. He has yet to score a point and looks completely flustered.
Here's Rodman. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
Barnes so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Jordan. Rodman with a screen on Ellis. And then Jordan slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. A free throw drops for Rivers.
2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. 8 seconds left here in the second. And here is Jordan. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle. this one. It's the Trailblazers up 3. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, how does the defense you're playing impact your offense?
It just energizes us. We have an ignitable group, and that's how we play. So we have to continue to stay the course and try to keep them off the three-point line as best as we can.
Yeah, those runouts get your guys going. Thanks a lot, Spo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Hey folks, first off, let's take a look at the overall NBA schedule on tap for tonight. Out in Memphis, it'll be the Grizzlies against the Warriors. 5 p.m. Eastern for the tip-off in that one.
Two of the best teams in the league facing off. Let's go.
Oh, let's go. That's going to be a fun one, guys.
All right, getting back to this game now and the sensational play from Victor Wembanyama.
Feels like he...
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin.
We've got... Second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Cousins has really been making it happen, guys.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
So with Rodman on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got Jordan. Pippen is out there with Wallace. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's the beast in at the point guard. Barnes passes to Rice. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists tonight.
That's a nice dime from Barnes, showing he can break down the defense with his passing.
Ball is with a screen on Rivers. Here's Jordan. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over.
This is his second trip to the... line in this one.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
First free throw is good.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat.
On the wing, Barnes. Back to Rivers. 5 on the clock. To the paint. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Pippen against Artest. Pass to Wembanyama. And that one is hammered home.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Wembanyama against Barnes. Here's Cousins, and it's sent back by Wallace. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Cousins with a screen for Rivers. 4 on the clock. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Cousins has got 21.
This is what every opponent dreads when they're facing Cousins. A game where he is playing with full emotion.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Rivers finds Cousins. Now Rivers. Screen by Cousins. Rivers with it. He's got 7. Launches from deep. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Jordan the pass to Pippen. Wembanyama, a screen on Artest. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Look how Pippen stays nimble inside, adjusting to get the shot off despite the contact.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Pippen. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Supersonics.
Timeout.
Trailing here by 8. Seattle calls timeout.
Sorry.
Trailblazers. Rodman, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Anthony comes in for Ben Wallace. And it's Kukoc in for Jordan. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Rivers kicks to Artest. To the inside. Here's Ellis. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Pippen. Outside, Kukoc. Stolen by Artest, and pushing it up. Here's Seattle, and here's Ellis from beyond the arc. Rebounded by Rodman. Rodman's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Kukoc. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
For Portland, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. 1 shot.
And the Croatian swingman Kukoc, a valuable, multifaceted player who can do a little bit of everything.
Now here's Rivers. Tight defense on him. Cousins with a screen for Rivers. Pass to Ellis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Dennis Rodman. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Team foul.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Outside Artest. Shot clock at 6. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 4 assists in the game. Here's the Beast. He's got 8. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So, it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
You know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Rodman with a screen on Cousins. Shot's good by the Beast.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Barnes. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Rodman with a screen on Ellis. Pippen with it. Guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. Here's Rodman. Outside for Pippen. Pass to the Beast. Beyond the arc. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Cousins has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now Rivers. He has 7. Barnes with it. Guarded by Pippen. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Barnes.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Kukoc kicks to Anthony. Here's the drive. Oh, and then jammed by Anthony.
And this is why you can't give Anthony a lane, because this guy will run all over you.
Seattle has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Seattle calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure Coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Jordan, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. While we have a chance, let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. Number 1, the Trailblazers.
They had such a strong presence in the paint, just a physical team. They dominated the interior in terms of rebounding.
Here's Cousins, takes it inside.
This is what separates Cousins from other guys his size. He is highly skilled.
Jordan inside. Cousins is there, misses the layup. Over in the corner, Ellis from downtown hits the three-point bomb. Ellis has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Sonics.
Moving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Rodman sets a screen. Here's the Beast. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Ellis, the pass to Artest. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Artest's got 5 points now this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Anthony with the screen on Ellis. Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
Back to Rivers. Looking to get it going. Rodman with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 6. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball.
And that's the type of challenge Anthony presents to the defense. Sometimes they are just forced to foul.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Portland.
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Johnson, he's checked in for Seattle.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Now, here's Jordan. He's got 19. Pass to the Beast. And stolen by Cousins. Ellis outside. Rivers gets a wide open look. And he's good on the 3-ball. Rivers has got 12 points in the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Ellis kicks to Barnes. A 3-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 4. Here's the Beast. Good D by Barnes. Ellis against Jordan. Here's Cousins. And the Beast pulls it down. The Beast's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, Jordan just glides up the court. It's kind of deceptive. Doesn't look like he's running as fast as he really is.
And here's Rivers. 12 points for him. Pass to Ellis. Barnes with it. 6 to shoot. Headshot off. Kukoc with the defensive effort. And so Jordan will bring it out for Portland. Kukoc dishes to Anthony. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Larry Johnson picks one up.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way.
To the line here in the second half.
Portland, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. And he makes the first.
A lights-out scorer who possesses incredible confidence. Anthony is such a skilled and explosive player.
For the Sonics, Sampson's checked in, and Jalen Williams is subbed in for Scotty Barnes. Both free throws good from Anthony. Rivers with it. To the middle. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. The Beast passes to Harden. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Seattle trails by 6. Down low. Here's Sampson, defended by Wembanyama. Sampson's shot is off.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
1:36 left in the third quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Rivers passes to Williams. Pass to Sampson. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Sampson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Not enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Greer passes to Carmelo. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Anthony with the screen on Williams. Anthony can't hit. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
That's good from Johnson. Artest, he's checked in for Ellis. Seattle trails by 5. Outside Williams. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Pass to Artest. Takes a 3. Portland grabs the miss. Here's the Beast. He's got 13. Here's Anthony. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Inside. Here's Johnson. Anthony with the defensive effort. The third quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers lead by 7. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
All right, put together 3 or 4 stops in a row. Come on, just concentrate on good basketball right now.
Compressing it down to these few minutes. Eric Spoelstra asking his guys to focus in defensively.
And talking to one another, quicker rotations, the help has to be there on time if they want to come up with these stops.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Artest is out there with Free. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Williams. And it's Cousins in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. Wembanyama passes to Greer. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Greer's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Trailblazers. Here's Free. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line.
Yeah, and Cousins, so clever. The defender has to do a better job of beating his man to the spot.
He's off on the first. A different look now for Portland. Wallace comes in for Anthony. And Scottie Pippen is subbed in for the Beast. He hits the second from the line. Here's Greer. Wallace with a screen on Artest. Outside Pippen. And stolen by Williams. And pushing it up, here's Seattle. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, you're not going to find a more rugged player than Artest. He will battle for every loose ball, every rebound, and he'll defend with every ounce of energy he has.
And the second free throw, good. Trailblazers leading by 8. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Wembanyama, a screen. Harper the pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama! Big man with big range.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Here's World B. Free, stolen by Pippen. Harper up top, covered by Artest. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Pass to Johnson. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Portland's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Pippen against Williams. And the layup falls. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
On defense, Portland. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Pass to Free. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. From deep, Johnson.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Driving in. And the layup's good off the glass.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Free.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D. Some defenders aren't sure what to do when Wembanyama comes down the lane.
First one falls for him.
Victor Wembanyama. 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Free. Johnson in the corner. And again, Seattle with the triple.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Greer, covered by Artest. Knocks it loose. Outside for Pippen. Back to Harper. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wembanyama. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. 21 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And this kid has all the confidence in the world. Wembanyama stayed under control just in time to beat the clock.
Artest dishes to Cousins. And it's good, 2 points. Cousins has got 26 points.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Pippen. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Seattle trails by 13. Here's Free. Kicks it out to Johnson. Outside Artest. Over in the corner, Cousins. Seattle needs to get off a shot. His 3-pointers off the mark.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Harper the pass to Pippen, and stolen by Cousins. To the inside, Johnson, and it's sent back by Wallace. It's Pippen with the drive. Tries again. Rebound by Williams.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Outside Artest. And the 3 ball is good. Artest's got 4 points this quarter.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
Wembanyama, a screen on Free. And he's fouled pretty hard on that. Shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And that one falls for Harper. Big group substitution here for Seattle. Sanson's checked in. Scotty Barnes comes in for Jalen Williams. Ellis is checked in for our test. And it's Rivers in for free. Seattle trails by 12. Rivers passes to Sampson. Now Ellis to the paint. Now Rivers laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Wallace a screen. Here's the Beast. No good on the three.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pass to Barnes. On the wing, Johnson. A fadeaway. Dennis Rodman pulls it in. Rodman's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
A drive by Barnes. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Trailblazers leading by 10. And taken away by Johnson. And pushing it up. Here's Seattle. Ellis with it. Guarded now by Dennis Rodman. The shot will not fall.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Pass to the Beast. Wallace with a screen on Ellis. The Beast hits it from three-point range. The Beast's got 10 points in just the second half.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
And ideally, Barnes would like to be a little closer, but he makes the best of that mid-range on that one.
Wembanyama, a screen on Ellis. Driving to the basket.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Back to Rivers. Barnes outside. Johnson with a screen on Rodman. 6 on the shot clock. Barnes can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 13. Here's the Beast. Outside Harper. Pass to Rodman. Here's the Beast. Goes up on the high post. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Ellis dishes to Johnson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
Let's see who's the loudest.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Sonics. Our test comes in for Johnson. And a switch here also for Portland. Michael Jordan is checked in for Ron Harper. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
During that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. Told them, pedal to the metal. Adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. You start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And 3 from Jordan sinks the three-pointer. Jordan's got 24.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
To the left side wing. Wallace against Cousins. Shot clock at 6. The Trailblazers pull it in. Wembenyama's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Jordan. Goes back up. The Beast passes to Rodman. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Portland with the ball. Jordan outside. Second shot opportunity. The putback. Wembenyama on the foul. And the Trailblazers lead by 16.
And once Wemby has that offensive board, the rest is easy, especially considering his size.
Our test on the way. Barnes outside. High post Cousins. Over Wembenyama. Portland grabs the miss. Rodman's got 11 rebounds in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Wallace the pass to Wembenyama. To the middle. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Jordan. Count that one. Jordan's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Trailblazers.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Victor Wembanyama.
He limited the opposing offense's impact as well with some superb defense, finding lots of chances to knock away shots.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Jordan. No good from outside. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Supersonics. It's a 13-point game. And they get it back. And it's our test missing. Wembanyama high post.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
The throw good, Wembanyama.
For the Trailblazers, Victor Wembanyama.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. 32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Kittles passes to Free. Good. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Jordan, here he goes. Seattle grabs the miss. Puts up a deep three. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah. This